Welcome to Local Edition. I'm Bella Shaw. We're coming up on the Martin Luther King holiday, January the 18th, and we remember his words about nonviolence and peace. Dr. Ira Jeffreys joins us. She's the correspondence liaison for the MLK committee in Ventura County. And every year, you've been doing it for 26 years, there's a parade. Kind of tell us what's in store that day.
Okay, well, first of all, the community members will meet in the park, Plaza Park, downtown Oxnard on 5th Street. And they will prepare to march. They'll first have a prayer and a short program. They will prepare to march to the Performing Arts Center in Oxnard on Hobson Way. And during the march, there'll be bands and people carrying banners and waving and singing songs like We Shall Overcome and freedom songs like that. So once they get to the Performing Arts Center, then the program will be held.
And there's a keynote speaker. Every year you have someone speak.
Right, we have a keynote speaker. This year it's Mr. Ted Bagley. He's the retired Vice President of Human Resources for Amgen. And I think he's been retired a couple of years now. And he's a member of the Kappa Alpha Psi fraternity, so he'll be our speaker.
And it starts like, the parade itself is like 8:30 in the morning?
The parade starts about 8. You gather at the park about 8, and the parade starts about 8:15, 8:30 really.
And it's like just a mile distance, right?
Right, it's about a half mile, little over a half mile.
And so you've been involved with this for like 26 years, and that's a lot of Mondays. That's 26 Mondays. Can you kind of look back and what are some of the highlights, or what are some of the things you remember?
Some of the highlights for me, I think last year we had a speaker named Gerald Rivers, and he impersonated Dr. King. And that was very interesting. He gave some of the speeches, parts of some of the speeches, and he sounded just like Martin Luther King. His voice, his mannerisms, everything. So that was one of the highlights. And then we have youth speakers who have won a contest, and the top speaker, the first place winner, gets to speak at this program. So those are always good to see the children. And we try to highlight the children and the things that they're accomplishing. And Reverend Martin Luther King was their idol, a lot of them.
Sure.
He was their idol. So they want to be like him.
So this committee, I mean, obviously the holidays, the big event of the year, but then what do you do the other days? You're involved with youth programs. Tell us a little bit about what the committee would do the rest of the year.
Well, the committee is really spread out, a number of people, about 20 people, and they all have other activities. Like I'm involved with the Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority, so we're working with children all year long. We have a tutoring program. Then there's a member who's member of the Onyx Club, and they work with the debutante ball, so they're working on that. So everybody's working on different things.
Everybody's scattered
yes.
around.
And a lot of it deals with the children.
Yeah.
Helping the children.
Did you ever have any rainy Mondays?
We had lots of rainy Mondays.
So bring an umbrella.
Lots
Those
of
who are
umbrellas.
Marching, bring an umbrella. Then I'm thinking about, January 17, 1994, of course, was the big Northridge earthquake.
Right.
That must have had an impact.
That we had to sponsor, we had to cancel the program, and we had a lot of food that we gave away to the homeless. And it was just one of those things, sometimes it doesn't happen. So and that was one of those times.
Hopefully everything will be great
Hopefully,
this January the 18th for Martin Luther King's commemorative holiday.
Hopefully
Good to see you,
there'll be
Dr.
no rain.
Ira Jeffreys. Yes.
Yes.
And thank you for joining us here on Local Edition.